this heaven?
No. It's Iowa.
Field of Dreams quickly became a classic in the movie industry when it first arrived on big screens in 1989. The tradition of baseball in Iowa was here long before this movie hit and continues today. But with weather conditions like these for almost 5 months out of the year, being a baseball player in Iowa can be frustrating. It doesn't stop them from coming, though. One of the newest recruits to the Iowa program grew up in sunny San Diego, California, yet still chose the UI to continue his baseball career.
If you go out to California, they don't have that true college experience of, you know, the overall campus that we have here, the football, the basketball, everything that you have at a Big Ten institution, also the quality education that we have here. So when you give an opportunity to someone from California or somebody from Texas, they really fall in love with the overall college experience that we have.
It's not easy, though. Division I baseball is only given 11.8 scholarships to divide amongst the entire team. Staying in-state means less tuition costs for those ball players. However, only about half of the Iowa roster is made up of Iowans. Compare that to 33 of the 37 Illinois-bred players that make up the Fighting Illini roster, and it doesn't really add up. But the size of the two states don't really add up either.
There's just not as many players, it's not as heavily populated as the state of Illinois, and so it's a little different recruiting here at the University of Iowa than, say, being at the University of Illinois.
Perfect Game, the nation's top scouting service for baseball, also makes Dom's job a little tougher. Based out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Perfect Game gets Iowa players much more attention on a national stage.
If you're from the state of Iowa right now, you're going to be very heavily recruited nationwide because of all the opportunities that Perfect Game gives you. And so that's a positive for the kids in the state of Iowa. It's made our job a little bit more difficult. We have a great working relationship with Perfect Game. But so recruiting has changed over the last 10 years with Perfect Game coming and establishing themselves as one of the top recruiting services, actually the top recruiting service in the country.
But the UI is now the only Division I program in the state, after the University of Northern Iowa dropped their program in 2009. That does give the Hawkeyes a slight advantage, although the two programs never really recruited against one another. But being from Iowa, playing for the Hawks is something a lot of in-state guys someday hope for, and don't take for granted when that dream comes true.
I grew up a Hawkeye fan, so I've always been a Hawkeye.
As they say in Field of Dreams, build it and they will come. The Hawkeye program is building their reputation in Big Ten baseball, and Iowa ball players are coming. Chelsea Byrne, Daily Iowan TV.